All right, welcome back. Load our game here. Friday is, well, now you know when I recorded these. So in game it is Sunday and it's 11 a.m. You wake up to the sun filtering through the blinds. You feel lighter than you have all week. Your mind is clear. You need to go downstairs to open that door. You go to your coat and rifle through the pockets until you find Dad's keys. You stare at them, run your fingers across the Cardinals logo, the bottle opener, the key for the basement door. You need to do your duty. Do you think your dad would ever forgive you? Why didn't he let her go? What is down there? Something that's loved you. Something that needs you. You attempt to eat the last of your leftovers, but you can only stomach a few bites. To maintain a semblance of routine, you decide to read the news on your phone, as if nothing weird was going on. When you check your phone, you notice a missed call and a voicemail from your sister. Is our sister gonna warn us of something? And if we don't check it, we're, choices. Also, we never read the journal from our father. I feel like we missed some stuff there, but that's why we do multiple playthroughs of games, right? Let's listen to the voicemail. I feel like it's something we would do. Voice sounds thin and weird over the recording. Hey Tay, I talked to my mom. That blueprint isn't from any wing they were building. She looked at some old documents. It's gotta be way older. She has no info about it. She also said you can still sell that table or whatever. She doesn't think Dad killed anyone. Call me back when you can. Did we mention anything about Dad killing anybody to Paige? I don't remember that. Maybe we did. Down in the basement it still feels warm. We can't feel any presence there. At this point, you've grown to be able to tell when she's there. So you sit on the ground in front of the locked door. You pull out the keys and stare at the door. There's nothing there. Are you sure she's okay? Your hands shake even though you're not cold. You are scared. Even after all the reassurances, you're terrified. It seems like hours before you feel something wafting up from beneath you. Not a physical something, but mental waves washing over you. It is crawling. Feels like it's been crawling all this way from somewhere, exhausted. She's here. I'm sorry, I cannot show myself right now. It's okay, it was false imagery anyway, right? That is correct. I'm glad you're here. I'm so tired after all this effort I've made to bring you here. I've been so hungry. Why is she hungry? That's a little ominous. As if nothing's been ominous so far. Why are you hungry? Please do not be apprehensive. I can feel your reluctance. It's just a slip of the tongue saying hungry. But is it true? She doesn't answer you. No one has taken care of me since your father died. Feels like a tendril, like a tentacle, reaches for the keys. It covers your hand and strokes it softly. And then your fingers curl away, one after another, until your palm is open. Please. You stand up and put the key into the lock, feeling it pop as you turn. The door is fragile and swings open easily. It's dark. Your legs are almost compelled to move. You start to climb down the dark steps. Oh, it is like down on another level. Okay, I thought maybe it was like adjacent. But you know exactly where to place each foot. No fear, no hesitation. There are a lot of stairs. They seem to never end. You put your hand along the wall and feel the jagged stones. There's no handrail, but you don't need it. Blueprints must have been for this extension. Eventually your feet stop. No more steps. At the bottom, your eyes begin to adjust to the light. What is going on here? Hey, the snow globe. The room is small. There's a hallway to the left. But keep going, darling. Your eyes can't look away from the shelf. There it is. Keep moving, dear. You're almost here. Your breath catches in your throat. Are these trophies? Why are these here? You've been looking for this for years. Or I'm sorry, I've been looking for this for years. You pick up the snow globe. Well, it's not really a snow globe, more like a glitter globe. Covered in a thick layer of dust. You wipe it down on your shirt and stare at it. When you moved to San Diego, you spent a lot of time doing all the dolphin tours. They're your favorite animal. You actually remember when you got this, on a trip to Florida to visit Roy. Your dad let you pick out one thing to buy. You walked around the store full of weird tourist items and landed on this. You shake it gently. As the glitter falls back down, you feel such a sense of nostalgia. Feels like you'll start dry heaving if you don't put it down. Let's hold on to it. Oh, we can't. Okay, put it back on the shelf then, I guess. You gently place it back. As you do, you notice the thick layer of dust on the shelf. Make sure you put it back in the empty circle where it was. Taylor. Yeah? Please keep going. You're almost here. You turn to the hallway and start walking. The air grows humid and warmer. You start sweating, and before you know it, your shirt is wet along the collar. It's not long before you enter a huge room. It smells like the fish market down the street from your apartment. 3 walls are stone and one looks completely black from where you are. There are no more doors, nowhere else to walk to. The room is empty of most things, but you can hear a low humming, like a vacuum in another room. You find a large trash can against the wall. When you take a look inside, you find empty cans of Spam. It smells disgusting. You walk closer to the black wall. Once you get up close, you see that the wall is a huge pane of glass. You kneel down and look at the edges that touch the wall. The glass is very, very thick and covered in algae along the bottom. Oh my gosh. You stand up and look. Top of the glass doesn't touch the ceiling, as the ceiling is so high up that you cannot see it. When you listen closely, you hear the sounds of water moving. There's a ladder leaning against the glass that you could use to climb to the top edge. You stare into the water in the faint light. Are you here? Finally. You hear her. It makes you realize that there was no real audio before, just a hallucination inside your head. Welcome to my prison. This is the strongest you felt to her, whatever she is now. Is this just a giant dolphin tank? What are you? I will show you. The water rumbles and you place your hand against the glass. You stare at the massive monster. It extends completely in all directions. You hesitate to describe it, even in your own mind. There's no creature in the lexicon of humanity that could express what is in front of you. Her form terrifies you, and it is beyond any guess you could have made. She is all things, and you feel your mental state draining as you look her up and down. A giant eye closed in the center of your vision. As you yank your hand away, it swings furiously out of your sight, but it doesn't have much space to maneuver in. It whips around in circles, and you dry heave uncontrollably. One of many limbs pans by you. It hits the glass and you fall to your knees. I'm sorry if this is horrific, but this is what I am. Caged. Bound. The ground shakes. You hear the water slosh. I am a higher life form. For an immortal, this is torture. Serving a life sentence and having committed no crimes. And now it falls to you. And it is your obligation to take care of me. No one else can do it. You pull yourself to your feet again. Stare into the glass, hoping for answers. This is not my fault. Not mine either. Comes back to the glass and her form overwhelms you again. Oh, Taylor. It really does not matter whose fault this is now. My life is your baggage, as it was your father's and his. I am paying the price for someone's curiosity. And now it is your turn. Where is my mom? Your dad pushed her away. Could you imagine telling someone about me? No, you couldn't. He should have kept it to himself. His father was able to do so. Dad never told Sandra, though. Yes, true. Later on, he was even willing to force her to leave so that he could eventually pass this on to you. Oh, thanks, Dad. It was very selfless, so maybe he learned from his mistakes with Catherine. You may ask to find your mother now. I will guarantee she does not wish for a reunion. Are you using your powers to stop her from wanting that? I am strong, but I am not that strong. What she saw traumatized her. I tried to soothe, but there was no use. I apologize for the hurt I've caused you. Your family has done so much worse to me. I understand. If your father had not let your mother know of my existence, maybe our lives would be different. Unfortunately, Roy is indisposed and unable to do this. And so it falls on you. Now, this is your duty. Do we embrace it, or do we try to, like, back away? I feel like we didn't have much going on in our life. Or at least they didn't tell us about it. I guess that's an assumption I'm making. Let's dive in. I need to be responsible for you. I can't leave you here alone. You're right. Down here, being on my own will make me go mad. I'm not just sentient. My abilities are deeper than you know now. And so, I will grow incredibly bored. So? Although I am stuck here, I still have reach. I cannot guarantee I would not become sadistic. I cannot promise it would not be levied against your family. But I do know that if you stay here, we would be happy. You feel uneasy thinking that there's no way this can be true. I have told you what was done to me. I have shown you some of what I can do. I need you to decide now, please. You think about the suffering that this creature must be facing. Hungry, alone, and trapped. But you also know that your family's choices don't have to haunt you forever. You could sell the house. Whoever bought it could help her, feed her, do the things she needs. You want her to die? Doesn't seem fair for her to die, but it's not fair for you also to be trapped. You could stay and continue your dad's work. Automate her needs. Give her the ability to access the world through the internet or some other way. And the drug-like high she gave you could be the tip of the iceberg of what she could do. Once you accept all of this, you feel clear in your decision. Yeah, let's just stick with it. Yes, I will help you. You know you'll be trapped. You know this will be your burden now for the rest of your life. Or until you have a son to take over. You can still leave and deny this onus. You need to choose. Take the burden. Yes. I accept this burden. I will help you. Oh, yes. What do you need first? Food, please. I'm so very hungry. Thank you for being so kind to me. You settle in easily with her. She was right. It's clear she cares about you. You treat her better than your father ever did. You find Dad's supplies and negotiate a better discount than he could. He was always bad with people. You get her fresh food, a variety of food. Unsurprisingly, she does care about how things taste. And she also hates spam. She's back to full strength in no time. After a few weeks, you find yourself spending more time with her down in the room with her tank. One of these afternoons, she helps you imagine you're lying on a soft towel on Paraga Beach in Greece with the sun beating down on you. You almost feel like you're getting a sunburn. The sound of the waves, the seagulls overhead, the smell of seaweed. In the quiet, you can feel her probing into your mind. What are you reaching for in there? Some old memories. And what did you find? Something newer. You've been yearning to ask me something. I don't know if I'd call it yearning. Ask. What should I call you? You can continue to call me Abby, as your family has. Ooh, is Abby the code to the lock? I'm writing that one down. But you don't like that name. This is true. What would your people call you? Firstly, they are not people. Secondly, they would not call me she as you do in your head. It's more comforting to me to think of you that way. You know, she, like a ship. Instead of as the monster I am. I don't think you're a monster. And I know I can't talk about you with anyone, but it would be nice to give you a name. I remember everything that has ever been known by my species for all time. Should be easy to pick a name then. Any traditional name would be unpronounceable by you anyway. Let's go simple then. The one I would like translates vaguely to the dreaming deep, harbinger of the abyssal mind. That's a serious title. What about Cordelia? You can feel her pull her attention away from you and towards something else. Almost instantly, she comes back. You feel her with full force push the text of King Lear and the video from every episode of the shows Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel into your brain. You immediately start gasping in anguish. I'm not familiar with those shows. I mean, I know what they are, but I don't know if the author of this game is trying to poke fun at them or be like, hey, look how awesome this is. But anyway, it burns as your cells intake the information all at once, but a minute later your breath calms. The information she feeds you like this is permanent too. You sometimes still forget what you had for breakfast, but you'll have forever the memory of every outfit Oz wore. I cannot find a reason not to from either of these. That's still really intense. Can you warn me next time? Yes, please forgive me. I see you're putting that Wi-Fi connection to good use. It is funny. I can reach out to all of the others of my kind. I can sense their minds. I can request their help. But I cannot reach humans outside of this place. My range is just not enough. We're not as sophisticated, unfortunately. You'll not have much of a chance to use a name for me with anyone for now. But you will need to one day. There's a lot I can do, but I cannot help you live forever. I know. After a few years, you've upgraded all our equipment so you can take time away. Your dad didn't know the internet well enough to find some of the electrical appliances you know about. She was vaguely upset to hear you've taken apart cat feeders to make her an automated setup. Makes her feel a little infantilized. I can never say that word properly. Infantilized? Infantilized? I'm not sure. Or whatever feeling she can feel that's close to that. Cordelia cannot send information out to the internet, but she can read anything on it. She ferociously ingests as much as she can and relays what she thinks is helpful to you. There's even things she's taught you that will help you get her out of here someday. You can take time away, but you seriously don't want to. For the most part, you spend your time taking care of the house or her. You never get used to sleeping in your old room, even after you refurnish it. Eventually, you bring the couch down to the basement, the real basement. Most of the time, you sleep down there with her, under Grandma's blanket. Cordelia plays visions of your father's youth, your grandfather's youth, your childhood. It's much, much better than falling asleep to the TV. Ending 5. I know there's, I think, 7 endings, possibly. Including, I think you can just, like, never go in the house or something, possibly. I'm not sure. Something I'll try after finishing this, but anyway. Yeah, this is cool. It was for a game jam. That's pretty sweet. Game jams are awesome. A lot of good ideas come from limitations. You don't have, you know, time and resources to flesh everything out. You just have to kind of come up with something and make it the best you can. And this was great. Good job, Beep Salt. I enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed this, please consider... Oh man, I usually never do this. Please consider subscribing. Yeah, also with what's on screen here, there's some support DLC if you want to play through it, and then support the dev by buying some of the DLC. You know, supporting them financially is greatly helpful to them, and they were nice enough to put this art out into the world, even if it was for whatever reason. We all got to enjoy it, so thank you. Okay, so here we are. I reloaded the last load and then played to the point in which we want to divert and make a different choice to see what happens. And here we go. And so it falls on you. Now this is your duty. So last time we accepted responsibility and lived our lives taking care of this creature. And this time I'm going to try to back away and get out of it and see what happens. And I gotta be honest, I'm a little scared. Can't you take care of yourself? Do you not understand that I cannot leave? Down here, being on my own, it will make me go mad. I'm not just sentient. My abilities are deeper than you know now. And so, I will grow incredibly bored. So, although I am stuck here, I still have reach. I cannot guarantee I would not become sadistic. I cannot promise it would not be levied against your family. But I do know that if you stay here, we would be happy. So this is all the same. Feel uneasy thinking that there's no way this can be true. I've told you what was done to me. I've shown you some of what I can do. I need you to decide now, please. You think about the suffering that this creature must be facing. Hungry, alone, and trapped. But you also know that your family's choices don't have to haunt you forever. You could sell the house. Whoever bought it could help her, feed her, do the things she needs. You want her to die? Doesn't seem fair for her to die, but it's not fair for you to also be trapped. Could stay and continue your dad's work, automate her needs, give her the ability to access the world through the internet or some other way. And the drug-like high she gave you could be the tip of the iceberg of what she could do. Once you accept all of this, you feel clear in your decision. Okay, so this is the actual decision point. Sorry for retracing some of the stuff we've seen already. No, I'm not on the hook for my family's mistakes. You know there may not be anyone else to care for her. Roy could take the house. Maybe Don could do it. You don't know what Don and Roy even know about the family obligation. Anyone could buy the house and take this over. Doesn't have to be your responsibility. You need to choose. Deny the burden. No, I'm not on the hook for my family's mistakes. I understand you're trapped, but I'll be trapped if I agree to this. I see. I could try to force you to say, but I've already experienced that. It did not feel good. I'm not going to just abandon you, though. I have a plan. Please, though. Before you go, I'm so hungry. You feed her, make sure the filters are clean and the water temperature is correct. After that, on the same day, you pack up your things to leave. There's only a few items you take. Grandma's blanket, Scotty's collar, and your snow globe, which you sneak out carefully while trying not to think about it. You get in the rental car and drive toward Gene's house. You leave the keys on his front porch, under his mat, and a note. Keys under mat. I'll let you know what to do with the house. You make it home to San Diego and go back to your life. Over the next few weeks, Roy won't stop calling you. It gets to the point where you think about answering the phone, but instead you call Gene. Yeah? Don't give the house to Roy. Did you talk to him? No, but he won't stop calling me, so I'm assuming he's trying to get it. I don't think he deserves it. What are you doing with the place? I tried to get your sister to take it. No, not her. I need you to find another Hoblate. Maybe one of those in the UK. Sure, I can try to find them, but it's going to cost you some cash. I actually don't care. Someone good, someone responsible needs to take the house. It's the only real family heirloom we have. I need you to get this done quickly. Okay, I guess. I'll get on it now. You believe Gene will fix it. And he does, for a lot less money than you expect. Your second cousin takes over the place, very willingly. You don't know if he knows. You don't want to ask. Ending 6. Alright, so we got endings 5 and 6. Alright, so I was hoping maybe that would be an ending where, like, I don't know, the beast goes all, or the creature goes all Cthulhu on the world and it's our fault and everything's terrible and we're like the bane of humanity. I'm sure there's some other cool endings. Like I said, I always say in these, when the games are free, like, go get them. Like, they're on Steam right now. Just go get it. Play through it. You know, you don't have to read all the dialogue either. You can just kind of click through it real fast and find out what some of the other options are and some of the other branching paths. I love these games, and I appreciate you being here while I go through a couple different endings. And yeah, anyway, I'm Empty Bottle. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time.